Hello and welcome to Versus Live. I'm Ross Merriam.
And I'm Corey Baumeister.
And we've got Dan in the booth. Say hi, Dan.
Hi, Dan.
Dan will be taking all of your questions, comments, concerns, and burns in the chat. Make sure you tag at Star City Games so he can see them and send his favorites over to us.
We only take burns if it's towards Ross, though, so.
That is not true.
Oh.
We are equal opportunity burn clinic.
Wait, did we change our policy recently?
Yeah.
We're burning everyone now?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
That's why we're playing 6 burn decks today.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's going to be some good TV today, let me tell you.
We're not
all
playing
burn
6 burn
all
decks.
the time.
We are getting into the Pioneer spirit for this weekend's Pioneer Open in Indianapolis.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, after these couple weeks of Players Tours, people are kind of getting soured on the Pioneer format.
Yeah, what did I tell you? That the pros were going to spoil it. And, you know, I mean, we did see the pinnacle of decks kind of show their head and kind of really show dominance in the combo format. You know, I mean, I wrote in the what we would play thing, and I said, you know, anybody who's not expecting this to be a combo SCG is not paying close enough attention. You know, I mean, that is what it's going to be. But we're trying to focus on some decks that are not all about the combo. You know, Thursday we're going to bring what we expect to see as the top 6 decks to play. For now, we want to bring you some of the decks that may pop up.
Yeah.
If people don't want to win. No, I'm just kidding.
These are your fringe decks. You know, if you're that kind of player that doesn't want to play the expected top tier metagame decks and you like to bring something a little off the wall but still have a good chance to compete, these are 6 decks that are right in that category.
And, I mean, you know, we don't want to stress that is wrong to do because there's a lot of value to playing something that people aren't prepared for and that haven't tested a lot. And since the Players Tour, we've seen the metagame condensed to these, like, the pillars, you know, Sultide Delirium, Breach, Inverter, Bant Spirits, kind of like the 4 best decks, I would say.
Yeah.
But people that are preparing for this tournament are going to tunnel vision now because that's all they see is the deck. So they're going to prepare for those. So you come in with one of these decks, you're going to have an automatic advantage that, you know, you're playing a deck that people aren't for sure familiar with. People might make mistakes against you. Now, granted, you're also disadvantaging yourself because those 4 decks have proven themselves why they're so good, and that's because they're pretty insane, you know?
Yeah.
But
you know, you're sacrificing some power level to gain some edges on the fringe.
Yeah.
And so in order to, you know, mitigate that sacrifice that you're making, you really want to be well-versed in a tier 2 deck if you're going to pick that up. You want to know the matchups inside out, have a really well-tuned list.
Yeah.
But if you do, you can take a tournament by surprise, especially in a very narrow metagame like you were saying.
Yeah, I mean, even look at most recently with Aaron Barrich winning the SCG, the modern SCG, where Urza was everywhere. You know, she just came in and played, you know, Yawgmoth that nobody knew how to play against.
Especially you.
Especially me. Oh, my God. There's a lot of video coverage of me not knowing what the hell I was doing. But, you know, you look back, and she dominated that tournament. And she admitted, she's like, you know, I didn't necessarily think this deck has a great Urza matchup, but she felt favored because nobody really knew how to play against it, but she knew how to play against the Urza deck. So, I mean, that's a huge advantage and something that, you know, you can leverage.
Yes.
Yeah.
And speaking of Aaron Barrich, I know a couple months ago when Pioneer was, you know, everybody was exploring, she did a lot of work on the first deck that I'm going to be playing, which is Possibility Storm.
Oh,
yes.
I did see your stream now, actually, on that. So for anybody who doesn't know, explain this Possibility Storm deck a little bit, because I had to be explained it earlier. I still refuse to read the card, because I just look at it and I'm just like, wow, that is a lot of text. Nobody's ever going to play this card, so I was still just refusing. I was like, all right, Ross, teach it to me.
Yes, so with Possibility Storm on the battlefield, you can cast the adventure half of a creature, right? And on the stack, it counts as whatever the other half is, either an instant or sorcery. Possibility Storm is going to exile that spell, and then you flip cards from the top of your deck until you get an instant or sorcery, depending on which one you cast. Now, if you cast Stomp, which is the instant, then you're only going to hit the 1 shared summons. And that's going to find one either Lovestruck Beast or Rosethorn Acolyte. Then you get to cast the Sorcery Adventure. That's going to find your 1 Enter the Infinite. Which is going to draw your deck. You're going to select the 1 Borborygma's Enrage to put back on top of your library with Enter the Infinite, and then cast any creature from your hand. If you're tapped out, it can be even a 0, X = 0 Ballista. and then get that Rigorous Enraged on the battlefield via Possibility Storm, and then just discard all the lands that you've drawn and Lightning Bolt your opponent until they're dead.
Wait, I thought we weren't playing combo today.
I told you we're playing burn. All the Lightning Bolts.
All right, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, and I mean, the very important thing here is Heart's Desire. You know, it is still technically a creature because it's still a Lovestruck Beast. So you're playing this sorcery that can't target or can't flip into just more Heart's Desires, right? Yeah. Like, that's the big thing, and this deck really wasn't possible. No pun intended. Wasn't really possible without the adventure creatures.
Yeah, so, definitely. That, you know, that's the interaction here that we're exploiting. And, you know, we get to be this mediocre Gruul beatdown deck outside of it with, like, actual Lovestruck Beast, Captain Lannery Storm that can accelerate, some Planeswalkers, Questing Beast.
But I thought you said it was medium. You just said Captain Lannery Storm was in your deck, so... We know it's way below medium at that level.
I tried to play that card so often.
Me too.
I got really into it, like... I just had this idea in my head that I was going to cast it on turn 3, attack, get a treasure, sacrifice the treasure for black, Fatal Push their 3-drop, and be really far ahead.
Yeah.
And I was like, that pattern sounds great, and it just never worked out that way.
Yeah, yeah. Because while you do that, your opponent is going, okay, pour over the pages, untap 2 lands, I'll kill you.
Standard.
All right, whatever.
Yeah. It's even less tenable of this, but the fact that it gets you to accelerate to Possibility Storm is the key. So we've got Kiora and Captain Lannery Storm that are both ways to get from your turn 1 Llanowar Elves into another piece of acceleration on turn 2, and that gets you to 5 mana on turn 3 for the potential, you know, untap and kill you on turn 4.
You don't have to lie, though, man. We know Ryan Overturf just paid you because he wants to see his treasure token on here.
I wish Ryan Overturf was paying me. I don't know. I don't know what
frame that dollar.
Yeah, I don't know what it would take to get Ryan Overturf to pay me for anything, but the bar is going to be really high.
I think he'd have to pay you again to play that prowess deck because I remember you were not exactly having a good time that day. So
no, I just don't understand.
All right, well, what I'm going to be playing today is something that we saw a lot in the Pioneer format when it first came out, and that is green-black Hardened Scales. You know, like Lotus Box. It even won the very first Pioneer event, if you remember that far back. Yeah. And then Lotus Box kind of tuned it for the Invitational, and then it fell off the face of the earth. You know, everybody was playing Glorybringer, so Chonky Red just threw that deck, you know, to the side. Glorybringer has always been the biggest weakness to these Hardened Scales deck. Even when you go back as far as Standard, green-black Hardened Scales was really good for, you know, like exactly a weekend. And then everyone played Teamer Energy and realized, oh, Chandra and Glorybringer just destroy this deck when they can answer threats on a 1-for-1 basis and keep those threats around to do it again in a couple of turns. So.
Yeah. Now, you know, this deck's a little bit leaner than those versions back in Standard, so sometimes you can get under them and start making really big creatures.
Yeah.
But this version does go pretty big with Nissa.
Yeah.
Who shakes the world, which doesn't interact very well with Hardened Scales.
But who cares?
You have so much mana to pump into things like Stonecoil Serpent and Walking Ballista that Nissa still works quite well.
Well, I love it. What do you say? Should we do some battling?
Let's do it.
All right. I got you last week, so you get to go first.
Perfect.
All right.
It's going to be very much a race kind of matchup.
Yeah.
So being on the play is quite nice.
The possibilities are endless.
And my hand is Heinous.
Ooh. Good,
this is not the card I want to see in my opening hand.
Yeah, I suppose that's pretty bad, huh? No, it's like an auto mulligan?
Yeah. No, it's just like Progenitus, basically, so I'm going to draw it every game.
Okay, of course. And I think we're going to keep this. This seems pretty solid. It's pretty hard to mulligan with this deck. I mean, the deck just kind of does the same thing. Yeah, you could have a bunch of 3-drops on the draw and you don't want it, but as long as you have one of your 1-drops, a next spell or two, you know, the hands are pretty easy to keep.
Yeah.
But Dan the man with a plan, do you have a question to fire us up here?
Quick question / plug. We have the Tannen Grace in chat.
Well, hey, Tannen. Hey, buddy.
Sorry, I don't know any Tannens.
Tannen asks, if I wanted to hear about Pioneer and possibly the Utah Jazz at the same time, do you know where I would look to? Ross, do you know?
Probably my Twitter account.
Wow, he's trying to shamelessly plug his own podcast on the show. Unreal. Some guys.
The podcast that he does alone by himself in the basement. Really.
Just random tangents
not a good look
all
tangent.
the time.
They're not random. They're carefully constructed.
Yeah, but what podcast is it? Because the name's blanking on me.
It's the Bash Bros podcast. God, how nice is it that we both run very mediocre podcasts? You were explaining something about your podcast. Like, we went on a rant all about Magic, and we were just like ranting about non-Magic the entire podcast yesterday. So I thought it was quite funny.
The sand is also really bad.
Ooh. Are we going to 5 to start this
show? The
show?
battlefield tapped because they're all stupid game trails and root out crags.
So you mean they're Gruul Guild gates?
My hand is just a bunch of planeswalkers that are going to get attacked out really quickly and not do anything. Yeah, I'm going to 5.
Oh, no.
We love it.
Cursed by Tannen again.
Do we got anybody else trying to plug themselves in our chat?
Not that I am aware of at the moment.
All right, let me get in chat.
That's what happens when we're only playing a 2-person, competition, and Tannen is on my side. You just have to lose because that's second place.
So hits keep
fair.
on coming, Corey. We also have Harlan Fear in chat.
Harlan, what's up, buddy?
So
Sorry, I
he
don't
says,
know any Harlans other than Colonel Harlan Sanders.
Yeah, that's probably it.
So speaking of burns, according to Harlan, can you ask Corey how the weather is down there?
Oh my God, he already made that joke.
He's made it so many times.
Yeah,
But to be fair, you brought it on yourself.
that's fair. That's fair.
Also, how is the weather down there? It's not bad, actually. in
It's
Roanoke
pretty
this week.
nice, man.
Yeah.
We didn't need a coat.
There was like a 2-week stretch where we got a ton of rain.
Yeah.
And we got through that, and now it cooled down last weekend. Now it's warming back up a little. So we got like highs in the 50s, lows in like the upper 30s, low 40s.
It's pretty nice.
Yeah.
It's pretty nice.
It's okay.
I don't have to wear a winter coat.
Yeah, I have not put one on since I moved here, to be honest. So,
To be fair, your fiance says that you didn't own one in North Dakota either, so...
that's besides the point.
Okay, my 5 hand is also heinous.
All right, well,
if we draw a bunch of lands, it might end up being good.
All right, I'll slap you up real quick then.
We'll start on game trail.
Ooh, that was a nice draw. I'm going to take one. Your turn.
Land. That's close-ish.
Okay.
You're up.
Okay. All right. Well, I suppose we want to kind of try to demoralize you here, huh? Let's fight that.
Oh, you're at 17. Classic.
Your turn.
Land. Ooh.
Oh.
We might be doing it. Heart's Desire.
Oh, wow. We're doing it. 1 mana, 1/1.
My
Let's
Heart's
go.
Desire is another land, so this taps for green, right?
Yeah, that's how that works. Yep. Okay. So I'm going to go with Hardened Scale.
Dislike.
Hardened Scales. Double dislike. We'll give you the beatdowns.
I will take 1, go to 19.
1/1
That's a 3/3.
creature. 1/1. Go. Is that good? Is that good? High score? Did I break it?
Worst possible. Pass.
All right. Anyone's game. Okay. We're going to go with, oops, one of my favorite Magic cards of all time, Rishkar.
Yeah, okay. Yep.
We're going to go with, I don't want to get stomped here, so we're going to go these two. Okay, these both go to 6/6s. We'll give you the beatdowns.
Block the Elvish Mystic.
Would you like to take 13?
I'm at 6.
Are you? Oh, you took a pain.
I took 1 from an attack.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, your turn. You got me. You got me, buddy.
Love struck piece.
That resolves. Okay. Tap this for mana. Tap this for mana. That's 5. 3/3. 5 counters. Fight. All the dice. That was a close game. That was anyone's game.
Honestly, if I had drawn...
Do you have like a stomp for my elf right away?
Oh, no.
Oh, okay.
I had the board break.
Oh, okay. All right, well, you want to just head right to sideboard?
No, let's play another pre-board.
Yeah,
we
that
had
wasn't
plenty of
exactly a
time.
great game.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
All these are like off-the-wall decks. So like their sideboards are built for all the main metagame decks.
That's a very good point. All right, well, let's take some questions from our director, Dan.
Absolutely. So we have Basket the Gamer who asks, are there any cards that you wish people would build decks around?
Hold on. This person's screen name is Vasco da Gamer.
I heard Basket. The
Basket
Gamer.
the Gamer.
Okay. I thought they were doing I was hoping they were doing a Vasco da Gama pun, but apparently that's not.
No.
No, nobody's doing that. Sorry, can you repeat the question, though?
Are there any cards that are currently Pioneer legal that you wish people would build around?
I know cards I wish I could build around. I just want to still build around the Scarabian Genius, the Scare of God, but it is not at a good spot. There's not creatures in the metagame, and that is not a good anti-combo deck. I just want to play Energy again with Scare of God, but it's so bad right now.
If you want to play Energy, I was looking through random decks on Goldfish the other night.
Yeah.
And I found a 4-color Humans deck that plays
Ooh.
Aether Hub to help fix the mana and 4 Glint-Sleeve Siphoner.
Oh, yeah.
That's the extent of its energy.
You had me at hello.
But it was a 4-color, no green. It was Jeskai and black.
Okay.
It was cool.
I love Siphoner. I do think Siphoner is really good right now. Mixed with some hate cards, I think that could actually be good. What about you? What's a card you want to build around?
I don't know. People have mostly done the things that I like. I wish there was a larger presence for Venerated Loxodon. I love Venerated Loxodon.
Nice. Who doesn't?
So more of the white aggressive decks. And they've got good tools. Like they're all humans. You get to play Dallas Lieutenant. Like I've seen some lists with Always Watching, and they're playing the full 8 tappers, Giant Killer and Law Rune Enforcer.
Oh, sure.
You get to have Vigilance and then just control their battlefield with all these tappers. You got a bunch of ways to go along with utility lands between Adanto, Castle Ardenvale, and Mutavault.
Yep.
So there's a lot of options there, and I think with fewer Chain Whirlers and Wild Slashes around, those decks might get better.
Yeah, but once again, they're faced with the big problem that the 2 combo decks are faster, in general, and then the 1 non-combo deck that's really good, Sultai Delirium, smashes all these creature matchups. I played that last night just to play a league, and I just went 5-0, 10-0 very easily. Did not play against combo.
Yeah.
I feel the leagues are a lot different than what we're going to see at the SCG. People just don't want to play the combo decks,
I agree.
All right.
It's going to be one of those days, I guess.
Yeah, I'm guessing you're already mulliganing.
Yeah.
Nice.
Don't think I can keep 6 lands Bone Crusher Giant.
A nice day where Ross is going to tilt off. We're going to have a good versus live, y'all.
Yeah.
Dan, you got any good questions?
Yeah, well, just to echo off of what you guys said, back when Pioneer was still in the honeymoon phase, I was actually legitimately concerned that Pack Rat would come back again and a mono black devotion sort of thing, combo that off with Ayara.
Yeah.
I was like, that would be pretty wild.
It's kind of crazy that Pack Rat was a card that everyone was really afraid of right away. And, now it's doing its kind of corner case job in the sideboard of inverter decks for people that, sideboard away from it. But Pack Rat is just not what it used to be. It's such a different world. It's not as scary now.
Pack Rat was overrated even in Standard.
Yeah.
That the mono black devotion deck was good because it had all the best removal, Thoughtseize, and Mutavault.
Yeah.
And the creatures were the worst part of the deck.
Yeah, but still, you go Thoughtseize into Pack Rat back in those days. It was a lot harder to win.
I beat that all the time with Mono Blue. It was it was literally my favorite thing to do in the history of Standard.
Oh, yeah?
Because so you could tell who were the good Mono Black players and who were the bad ones, because the bad ones were really itching to just turn 2 Pack Rat you.
Yeah.
And the good ones just played all their removal spells and Pack Ratted on turn 5.
Okay, yeah. Just discarded then.
Yeah,
yeah.
I don't your 1 rapid hybridization just wouldn't do anything.
Yeah,
and but if the mono blue deck just went 1/2 Thassa Master, it beat Pack Rat easily. Pack Rat was a joke.
Oh yeah,
even if they had a removal spell to follow it up or something like that, your good draws outpace them.
Sure.
So if they stumbled, Pack Rat would just punish them.
Yeah,
but it was not this unbeatable thing it wasn't limited. That was the thing. It was unbeatable and limited.
That's fair.
And really,
I didn't play a ton of that set back then. I think that's when I was taking a little break from the game.
I beat a turn 2 pack rat limited exactly once.
Yeah.
And it was in the last game 3 of match 9 of a team draft. And I was so happy.
Nice.
Nice pack rat Adam Snook.
You just retired from there, right?
Yeah, I stopped winning matches. So basically.
All right. How's your 6-card hand?
Actually playable.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah, I'm impressed.
All right.
And I get to put one of the cards I don't want to draw on the bottom of my deck. So I actually improve my hand by getting rid of a card.
Nice.
We are doing it.
All right, let's do it.
I will go to 18 and play an Elvish Mystic.
Okay.
You're up.
All right. I will too play Llanowar Elf. Go ahead. My hand is not as good as it was the first time, but still a definite keeper.
Dire Reach Sanitarium.
All right.
Go.
It's a pretty normal one. All right, we're going to go with a Jade Light Ranger.
Resolves.
Explore. I think I'll keep that one. Your turn.
End step. Let's loot.
All right. Think I can get rid of one of these lands.
I too will get rid of a land.
Copycat.
Ooh, that's pretty cool.
Okay.
Let's do that one instead. Walking Blister for 2, shoot down the elf.
Okay.
Pass the turn.
All right. All right. We are going to attack for 4.
14.
Now I got a question of whether or not I want to use the Hydra to fight Llanowar Elf to stop your mana here, or just play some more creatures. I think cutting off your mana is probably pretty important. I'll do this for 1. Here we go. You don't want to sack Ballista?
Nope. Tilt. Getting very punished for discarding that land.
Yes, yes.
But how am I going to play this?
All right.
Okay, I think I'll just play some defense here behind a 5/5.
Okay.
Pass the turn.
Yep, that'll be pretty tough to get through. And now I'm getting very punished for discarding that land. Oops. Well, if you draw a land and if we take a look at my hand, Dan, if I make this play,
I can't see it.
if I make this play and you draw a land, I get pretty punished here. I think that seems pretty bad, but just casting one of these doesn't seem great either, so we're going to risk it a little bit. We'll play a couple elves and pass to you.
Didn't draw a land.
Nice. Nice.
Is it though?
All right.
Maybe I'm gonna loot. I should probably just loot now. Maybe I can get up to land 5 next turn.
Okay. I'll discard a Stone Coil Serpent.
And I will discard a Glorybringer. Oh, play him out.
No glory for you. All right, we're gonna draw. All right, now we got some goods. What should we do, though? So we got access to 5 mana. Let's go with Vivian.
It's pretty good.
Not bad, not bad. We're going to tick up. We're going to... So I can't make this big enough to attack through Lovestruck Beast, but we are going to pump this 1 so I can at least attack into it. And let's put a counter here. And then we're going to... It's a little bit of a risky attack here, but I think we want to try to close out the game.
And I just want to not have the game be closed out.
Smart. All right, I'm also going to... Do I want to cast that? That seems pretty bad. Yeah, go. So Vivian can do some work for us.
Play Questing Beast.
Okay.
Attack you for 4.
Yeah, can't do anything about that.
4 there, and then I'm going to finish the Vivian off.
Yep, that's pretty good.
And I'll play a forest and pass the turn.
All right, I am at 16.
Yep.
Untap. Oh, Questing Beast is quite annoying. Questing Beast is definitely annoying. Let's just go with a... Just go with a 6/6 here.
Sure.
Here you
go. Attack you for 4.
I'll take it.
Brings you to 12.
Yep.
Okay, I have the combo.
Oh, no!
So I play Possibility Storm.
Yeah, let's see it.
Cast Heart's Desire, trigger Possibility Storm.
Okay. Well, your day is made now, huh?
Oh, yeah. See if I can hit a sorcery here. Oh, we enter the infinite. That's
Wow, lucky. Lucky.
So I get to draw cards equal to the number of cards in my library.
Okay.
And then I put a card from my hand on top of my library, and I have no
Okay.
maximum hand size until my next turn.
Yeah, I definitely did not have anything to do about this, but yeah.
We put the Borborygmos on top, and then cast a 0/0 Walking Ballista. Possibility Storm triggers. We get Borborygmos. This is exiled.
That resolves.
Yeah. Deal you 3.
I'll take it.
Deal you 3.
I'll take it.
Deal you 3.
I'll take it.
So you're at 3.
3, yep.
Okay. Put this on the stack, hold priority.
Okay, yep,
Okay,
yep.
put this on the stack, target you, hold priority.
Okay.
Deal 3 here.
Okay. All right, you win.
Hold priority.
I concede.
Deal 3 here.
I concede.
I can't actually kill the Stone Coil Serpent because it's pro multicolored, but
Yes,
I can
yes.
kill everything else.
So you're saying there's a chance.
I'm saying there's no chance in your
Okay,
deck.
Where are you going? Ross said hold priority.
Yeah. Hold.
You can't concede while holding priority.
Hold.
I have to hold my outro quick.
Hold.
We're still holding?
Yeah. Hold.
All right, you all hold at home. We are
Okay,
going to take a
do-
short
do 3.
3-minute break. We're going to do some sideboarding, and we'll be right back with Possibility Storm up against Golgari Hardened Scales. Don't go anywhere. All right, everybody, welcome back to Versus Live. We are sideboarding here with Green-Black Hardened Scales up against Possibility Storm here. I just kind of want to trim some of the top end. I don't really want to draw multiple Nissas. I don't think it's overly insane against you. I want to have some disruptive elements. This is not really a card I'm going to want to cast on like turn 1. You know, I'm still going to want to progress, get my game plan going, but then before that big turn where you could kill me with Possibility Storm, I'm gonna try to have a key Thoughtseize against you.
Once I get to 4 mana, that's when the Spidey sense starts tingling.
Exactly. Yeah. Like, oh, it could be a combo coming out, but otherwise, I am just going to be a much leaner aggro deck. My cards just have much more synergy together. You're just playing, you know, okay creatures that synergize very well with the combo, but they don't synergize very well with each other.
Yeah.
You know,
the fair game plan, you're going to win those games.
Exactly. So I think, you know, even if that last game, if I had one Thoughtseize, my hand still had so much gas where I was going to get there, but you were able to cheese me out. So Thoughtseize is kind of the anti-cheese card. What do you got?
Okay. On my side, with some expected disruption coming in on Corey's side, I want to be a little bit less lean myself and a little more interactive, take a more defensive posture. So Glorybringer, Reclamation Sage, Ratchet Bomb, all solid removal in this matchup.
Yeah.
Ratchet Bomb in particular can, you know, be popped immediately on 0 and deal with all the Walking Ballistas and Stone Coil Serpents.
Yeah.
It can be popped to 1 and deal with all the mana creatures and Hardened Scales. And those are generally going to be the 2 most common modes. And Reclamation Sage is a pretty clean 2-for-1 against a lot of different cards in the deck. So.
Yeah, and Glorybringer is like the card. You know, I'm always terrified against that, or with that card. This list is a little different. You know, we don't have Winding Constrictor, which I'm sure somebody is like, what? You know, like you're playing Hardened Scales, but not the creature Hardened Scales.
Yeah.
But we are it is much more of a devotion plan. But if you're able to hit my creatures, I don't have a ton of removal for that back besides like Voracious Hydra, and that's kind of difficult to get to. So yeah, it's going to be a scary card, and I like the pivot from your side. So
we're cutting our weakest acceleration, which are the 3 mana accelerants. We're going to try to interact on those turns. I'm also trimming down to just
but
one.
Captain Lannery Storm.
Yeah. It's a mediocre body. It's going to get eaten by Voracious Hydras a lot.
Yeah.
It's going to be hard to attack with.
That's fair.
And then the Walking Ballistas I just don't think are great in this matchup. Sometimes they can tag a mana creature.
Yeah.
But I just want to leave in the 1 so that I can
get lucky when you draw it. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, so I can win the game on 0 leftover mana.
Oh, yeah, of course. That makes sense.
You're just doing this to spite Ryan Overturf, aren't you?
Yeah, getting that treasure out of there.
That is also true.
We had a good shot. That is a sweet token, I will say. I like it.
Let's say it's just a happy coincidence.
Yeah.
No,
Happy coincidence.
sometimes things work out.
Is that a nice Bob Ross quote or a happy coincidence? Isn't that what he always says?
Happy little trees.
Happy little trees. Okay, gotcha. All right, Dan, you got any questions for us?
Yeah, we do. So from MBusk1, what is a card you wish was legal in Pioneer but isn't? Mine is Smallpox.
Oh.
Good answer.
Well, you know mine. Fell at our guardian. I miss you. I miss you, sweet kitty.
What would mine be?
Faithless looting?
Oh, God.
This is a tough one. Ninja of the Deep Hours, I think would be fun.
Ooh, that's a
wow.
nice one.
I don't know if it'd be good, but it'd be fun.
Oh, there's no way it'd be good, but it'd be sweet. That was one of my favorite cards.
Yes, something to enable like a tempo deck, but I'm not sure what that card would be without being like busted. You can't add another good cantrip because then all the delve cards get too good.
Yeah.
So there's a fine line to walk there. And I don't think you can build a good Delver deck, so I wouldn't say Delver.
You know, it is kind of wild. I guess the 1 mana black disruption like Fatal Push and Thoughtseize seemed like they would push this deck out, but like a mono blue tempo deck with Curious Obsession and stuff, kind of like we saw at MC1, you know, something like that I feel like would have a possibility to be good up against all these combo decks. But even that, like the Fatal Pushes and Thoughtseizes from Inverters just wasn't great. It'd probably beat up on Breach pretty well, but yeah.
That'd be a cool deck.
That would be cool.
I'm just gonna go Ninja of the Deep Hours so I could build a bunch of bad decks with it. Because
I like it. I do love that card.
Speaking of Ninja of the Deep Hours, so the reason I love that card is because I really like Sea Stompy, which is a deck back in
Oh
original
yeah,
Ravnica
I
days.
remember that. Yeah,
And the real fun card in that deck, and by fun I mean only for the person casting it,
of course,
was Thoughts of Ruin. 2 red sorcery from one of the Kamigawa sets. Each player sacrifices a land for each card in your hand.
okay.
So with Ninja of the Deep Hours, like you had a pretty stocked hand.
Yeah.
You would get ahead with mana creatures, and then you would just cast Thoughts of Ruin, and it would just be Armageddon.
Yeah. But you have elves and stuff. Yeah.
Are you bringing up
That'd
a
be fun.
picture of
Just
Thoughts
brought
of
it
Ruin?
up, Thoughts of Ruin.
You didn't.
Nice.
You didn't have that one ready to go for the show.
I typed it up.
I
and
thought you
got it
said
in
you
like
were
5
prepared for
seconds.
today's
Yeah.
show, or no?
Didn't have that. Didn't know I was going to make a Thoughts of Ruin reference.
That should be the card we all pick.
Yeah, you don't know me at all. Thoughts of Ruin. I love me a good Armageddon.
I love it. Dan, let's take one more question if you got a good one for us.
Yeah, sure. So Viper 12 Skies asks, why is Sylvan Advocate seeing no play?
I would say mostly because there's no really good creature lands. You know,
There's Mutavault, the best.
there is Mutavault, but like, you know, that was never a Mutavault card, right? Like
No,
that was
it
that
wasn't.
was a Treetop Village, that was a Hissing Quagmire card.
That was a Lumbering Falls.
Yeah, or that, you know, so maybe the only possibility I could see it is Sultai Delirium, but, you know, like, it's competing with, like, Jace for that slot, or your Delirium Enablers. You know, if it was just a Sultai mid-range kind of control-y deck, I could see maybe that being the case, but since it's Sultai Delirium and Uro is such a messed up Magic card, you gotta prioritize other 2-drops than that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just not good enough, plain and simple,
Yeah,
you know?
That's a card that has a pretty solid rate, and it was a staple in Standard. But in a larger format, the bar on the rate goes up, and that's just not what a lot of the green decks are doing too.
Yeah.
They're not just curving creatures 2 through 5 like you really want to do in Standard, like Absent Aggro did back then. And like this,
And
like,
with Wingmate Rock,
having like a 4/5 later in the game is not really the upside you're looking for in Pioneer. You just need something a little bit stronger.
Yeah.
That said, Sylvan Advocate is featured in one of the decks I am playing later in the show. So maybe it's only a 2 of.
Wait, I thought this was a tier 2 show. I didn't know we were going down to tier 3.5.
No, the deck is kind of cool. I know Sam Black is actually he worked on a Gitrog monster deck that played for Sylvan Advocate.
You had me at Gitrog.
Yeah.
That card is awesome.
But I did take a mulligan as is expected because my hand had both the Enter the Infinite and the Shared Summons in it.
Wow.
So,
Wow. I'm going to keep this. It's, it has a glaring problem here, but, we have a nice little early sequence of plays.
Oh, this is a mulligan. Good. I get to put this Enter the Infinite on the bottom because the rest of my hand is great.
Okay, I am going to play a lawnmower. Your turn.
I too would like a lawnmower. Oh, I'm at 18.
All right. Now, I'm going to go with a Nisa. And I will make a plan. Let's give Jeremy some airtime.
I will play Gaia Reach Sanitarium and pass the turn.
Okay. Untap. Well, not the follow-up I had really hoped for.
And pass.
Pretty close. Pretty close. Okay. Elvish Mystic.
Yep.
Negative.
Yep.
Okay.
Get in there for 3.
Get in there for 3.
I will go to 15.
All right. Your turn.
On your end step, let's loot.
Okay. Good. My hand is horrible.
I will discard a Stomping Ground.
Okay.
Oh, Ross, remember last time?
It's okay. I drew a land. It's fine.
Okay.
Let's QB attack you for 4 and deal 4 over here.
That's not nice.
You're at 16.
16.
Pass the turn.
That wasn't nice at all. QB is quite good against me. Well, we're not going to be doing much attacking here, so I guess let's try to build up our battlefield a little bit. We'll start with a Jade Light Ranger. Explore. It's unfortunate. Okay, so we can activate Nykthos here for 4, so we have 4 mana available. It's not bad.
It's not good, but it's not bad.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see. I'm pretty afraid of a lot of cards from you.
Such as?
Just all of them.
What if they're all mountains?
I'm afraid of that too, yeah.
Yeah, because I do have Valakutes.
Okay. So this can just go so badly, so quickly. But we're going to try it. All right, 4 Nissa. Elvish Mystic. Counters.
Yeah.
And
Your
go.
hand is 2 lands.
Possibly. Oh, yeah, you know it.
Yeah. Okay. Attack. You only have 1 3-power creature
Yep.
and 2 2s. Yeah. Attack you with Questing Beast.
I'll block.
Figured as much. Think the extra -2 is worth more than the Jade Light.
I think so.
And I will just play Possibility Storm.
Uh-oh.
You're up.
So, so if I play anything, I get to...
Yeah. It's for both players.
Ooh.
So you should cast all your X creatures for 0 because they're going to get exiled anyway.
Oh, yeah, that's right, huh?
Not that you have anything else to do with your mana, but if you were to draw like Karn's Bastion.
Oh. I guess I cast this for 0, huh?
Yeah. So that gets exiled. You
Okay.
get a random creature off the top.
All right.
That's way better.
I also get this, right?
No, this is exiled.
Oh, you only
Yeah.
get the other card. Okay. All right, well, that was an improvement.
It's a Possibility Storm. You never know what's going to happen.
It could be anything. All right.
Yeah,
Let's
you actually improved.
Yeah. 3, 1, attack.
So we've got 4, 4, 5 is 13, and this is 15. So I can't block the 3, 4 and live.
Okay.
So I might as well block Questing Beast and go to 2.
Okay.
Sorry, this is 14, so I go to 1.
Oh, you got a 1? Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
this is
so
also
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Yeah. So I'm a 1.
Okay. Or you were at 15?
Yeah, shocked on turn 1. And you got in a 3-point attack.
All right, here you go.
And Corey,
Ah.
your Voracious Hydra goes at the bottom of your library.
Oh, is that
that's
what it does?
Possibility
Okay.
Sure,
Storm
I
says at the end.
Sure.
Yeah.
I was blaming Ross for that, so.
Well, I don't have the
Uh-oh.
I don't have the whatchamacallit,
Whatchamacallit.
adventure creature.
And there it is. You can loot.
I can loot. The other option, yeah, I'm at 1, so casting 2 creatures doesn't do anything, right? I'm just going to end up with 2 blockers. There's no creature I can hit that effectively deals with 2 creatures.
Yeah.
Like even Glorybringer has to attack. So I think the only thing to do is just
Is loot?
Get
You gotta
myself-
slam it.
This was a questing beast.
Draw.
The wrong one.
Oh no!
The wrong one.
Yeah, because you can get an instant. You don't have enough mana with shared summons,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. I needed one more mana.
Well, I didn't think I was gonna win that game.
Yeah, I did not think so either. But Nissa was quite good at just creating a really big swing.
Yeah. GG. GG. Well, we got a little time. Do you want to stretch this one out and
Yeah, let's do it.
get beat one more time and we'll call it a 3 out of 5? The possibilities are endless.
Yes.
I like the idea of the deck, though. I mean, it definitely seems cool.
Oh yeah, it was definitely a cool
Quite
idea.
easily disrupted is the big problem, I feel. 5 mana sorcery enchantments. Not exactly the hardest thing to beat post board from a lot of different decks, but
That's why you got the beatdown plan, okay?
yeah, okay.
I know it doesn't work well against you, but against like a control deck, there were early versions of this deck were playing like Xenagos the Reveler.
I don't even know what that does.
It just makes it basically just makes a 2/2 haste every turn,
Nice. Oh, the green-red planeswalker.
Yeah.
Yep, that's right.
which is very good against control decks.
Okay. All right, Dan, do you got any more questions for us?
I do. So, from Isaac Missender, any tips on keeping up mental stamina during an open?
One thing I would say is something that I've been trying to do a lot more is just working out more. I mean, it feels kind of weird like before a tournament, but I feel like I do think a lot more clearly when I have gotten a run in, or I've been trying to work out a little bit before the events and stuff like that. And just staying hydrated, I think is really important. You can't really value that.
Advice,
Yeah.
Don't eat like a huge meal during the day.
That's a big thing too. I would always eat a huge breakfast. I'm like, I need to be fueled up, and then I'm just like round 3, I'm just like exhausted. I was like, I just need a nap.
Biggest thing for me is trying to adjust my regular schedule to the schedule of the tournament.
Yeah.
So that I'm not like, my sleep cycle is going to be the same.
Yeah.
And I don't have to switch. I'm not super consistent with it, but I try to be.
Yeah.
I'm a night owl by nature. So
Yeah.
I like being awake late.
Me too.
It's bad on
Sleeping in a little early. Yeah. Yep. Agreed. And it must be just rough when you just don't have all these buys, so you can't sleep in that much.
Yeah, that's why. Why do you think I hate team opens?
Yeah. That's true. That's
Yeah.
true. You got to get up so early.
It's like 9 rounds on day 1.
9
Jesus.
rounds. I know. They're unreal. It's such a grind. It's such a
Tired just
grind.
thinking about it.
Yeah. Is that why you choose to not play all 9 rounds in some of them?
Oh, no.
Yeah, how come Harlan never asked Ross how the weather is down there? I just get attacked for the weather comments, but not Ross, huh?
Well, you're the one who brings it on yourself.
That's not true. That's not true.
And
Ooh.
once again, my hand is heinous. 5 lands, Borberg, most possibility storm. There's 3 cards in this deck you don't want to draw. How many of them have been in my opening 7s?
Whenever you say once again, all I can think is the Bernie meme. Be like, once again, I'm looking for a keepable 7-card hand. Once again, I'm asking for a keepable 7-card hand.
Get on that Twitch chat.
Yeah.
Once again.
Okay, let's take one. Once again, let's take another question. I'm going
right,
to keep
sure.
my hand. My hand is beautiful. It's a work of art.
From Percy Jackson 82, any tips on beating Inverter? I feel Breach is beatable, but Inverter is quite tricky. I've been playing a John Sacrifice brew and never beated it.
Well, I think the number one thing when it comes to both of the combo decks is you need disruption mixed with pressure. So you need to find a way, especially from a Jund deck, to find some aggression and then just have a timely Thoughtseize or something like that. Is really the way to beat it. But it's a very flexible deck, so it is pretty tough. And the hate isn't straightforward, just like against Breach. That's why these combo decks are the best right now, because both of them are not very easily hated out. But pressure with mixed with disruption is the way to beat combo.
For specifically Inverter, because I think that's good advice for basically any combo deck.
Yeah.
But specific to Inverter, I would say don't overestimate their combo. They don't actually kill you on turn 5 very often.
Yeah.
And oftentimes they won't even go for it because they're afraid of weird cards like Ipnu Rivulet or weird mill cards that punk them out.
Yeah.
So you can generally just try to play a fair game against them for the first 5 turns. And if you focus on doing that, I think you'll win a lot more games. Even if you do lose a couple turn 5, turn 6 combo games along the way, your overall win rate will get better.
Yeah, that's the thing that I'm worried about because I played Mance Spirits and Travis, producer Travis, plays Inverter. And I'm always worried that their window of winning is much larger than it usually is.
Yeah.
And even though I have a deck that has like Spell Queller.
Yeah. Yeah, most of the time you just want to be just go. Pedal to the metal.
Yeah.
If you have disruption, like wait for that key turn. But like you said, I mean, if a turn 4 inverter into the combo is going to kill you and you have a way to disrupt it. But if you really don't have a meaningful way to interact with that, just jam,
And don't overload your deck in sideboarding with cards that just stop that early combo.
Yeah.
Because then they're just going to play their disruptive game plan and kill you on turn 10.
Yeah, exactly. Turn 10, they're going to dig through time for 2 turns in a row, and then they're going to go Thoughtseize combo, So you have to be aggressive. You can't just be disruptive.
Okay.
All right.
Once again, I get to mulligan and put a shared summons on the bottom of my deck, which is great.
Wow, what a treat when you have so many heinous cards that you get to put them on the bottom.
Yeah. And keep a reasonable hand.
All right, here go.
Attack 1.
I'll take it. 19.
Play another Landware Elves and a Stomping Ground.
Okay.
Pass.
All right. A little scary here. I think we just want to try to generate some lands here with a Jade Light. Thoughtseize. That could be good. We're going to leave that one. Here you go. Do some disrupting to you, hopefully. I was like, that is for sure a block.
Oh, it's a 4-3.
Yeah.
I thought it was a 3-2.
Oh.
Yeah, they're going to trade anyway.
Okay.
That's still fine. Fast turn.
Okay. So QB is what I wanted to play around last turn, but this turn I think we have this to check to see if the way is clear. All right.
Get my adventure creature.
Okay, and then we'll go with Nissa. I wanted to play this last turn, but I didn't want to get QB'd, so we'll do this, tick up, and pass to you.
This is a good draw.
No!
I can't tell.
Gross.
Anybody at home, was that good?
Gross.
Yeah, I am going to exert on the Elvish Mystic, sending this at the Nissa. And
God, you're so lucky. I think we got some exerted things somewhere. There you go.
Yeah.
So lucky.
Want to pick one?
I will take it.
Here,
18. 16?
Yeah, that's what
I
was that the
don't
previous game?
think you've hit me. I don't think you've hit me yet. I took two
you
from
took
Thoughtseize.
and I got in for one on turn 2 with the liner.
Okay, you're right. So I'm at 16.
Yep, I had everything correct.
All right.
I'm the best.
Well, that was unfortunate. That was quite unfortunate.
It's the first time we got to see Glorybringer.
Yeah.
It was really good.
I hated it. All right, we're going to play another one and get another plant and say go.
Okay. And I'll draw another Glorybringer.
Yeah, of course.
Let's attack the Nissa for 2.
All right, we'll let it go down to 2. We're not going to have Nissa for much longer anyways.
I could wait and hold this Lovestruck Beast in case I draw Possibility Storm, but I'm kind of ahead, and I've got the Glorybringer to press the advantage, so I think I just want to play both halves.
Yeah, give me the beatdowns.
You know, this gives me an 11 power or 12 power battlefield and a removal spell next turn.
Yeah, I do not think I have a chance in this game, but we're going to try. Got a Hardened Scales.
It's pretty good.
Jade Light.
Yeah.
We really want to hit something.
Yes.
Oh, gross.
One land and the Nissa -2 would get this to traded Lovestruck Beast.
Yeah. All right, we'll go like this.
I guess you can still double block and only trade for one of them.
Yeah, but you have Glorybringer.
Yeah. So
go.
Oh, yeah, I got out of Glorybringer range, too.
Yep.
So now I get to attack with Lovestruck, Glorybringer, exert on the Jade Light.
Oh, yeah. We're in trouble. Oh, my God. Okay, next game. Next game.
I was just a turn off on the second Glorybringer draw.
Yeah. That's usually how it works, right? When you. Oh, my God.
I wanted the fourth one.
You were bringing the glory. Holy. All right, game 5. Game 5. Yeah, that was nice. Thoughtseize does not do too much when Glorybringer's on top.
Perfect.
Thank God I got your 2-3 out of your hand. No?
Yeah. Otherwise, you might have gotten possibility stormed.
Yeah, otherwise, I mean, the possibilities were endless.
I did think about casting the adventure from Rosethorn Acolyte. Was it Seasonal Ritual?
Yeah.
Just to get it out of my hand, thinking that. But then, like, that's a pretty big tell that I don't have the possibility storm.
Yeah.
And you might hold the Thoughtseize. Like, it kind of telegraphs that I'm just holding a land. And
Could
losing.
be.
You know.
Doesn't seem like it's worth it enough.
Yeah.
Like, that 2-3 is not going to do anything for you. So, yeah. All right, Dan, let's take another question before we get to this game 5.
Absolutely. Oh, wait, there we go. From Earthshaker Demon,
Okay.
would Dark Confidant be too good in Pioneer?
Ooh, that'd be a spicy one. I don't think it'd be too good, but I think it would be pretty nice.
Yeah, it'd be a cool card.
Yeah.
I definitely don't think it'd be too good.
Yeah, I think it'd be good, but I don't think it'd be insane. But another tool for mono black aggro for sure.
Or that 4-color humans deck?
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah, Dark Confidant Mono Black would be.
quite good.
Yeah.
Everything's cheap. Yeah,
Get that curve down.
that might be a little too good.
I mean, that deck is like kind of falling off. So
Yeah.
does it make? Is it? I don't think Dark Confidant is as good. Is it as good as Smuggler's Copter?
No, I don't think
Yeah,
so.
I don't think. Like, it's just so much easier to kill.
Yeah, imagine a world where you have Smuggler's Copter and Dark Confidant still. Oh my. All right, great question, Dan. Keep 'em coming in. You know who to tag, y'all. I'm going to go first. Ew.
Is your hand heinous?
Ugh. It's on the draw. I would love to keep this, but yeah, this is kind of heinous.
Don't worry, my hand's not good either.
Oh, it's so close. I got to mulligan this.
Having my first play be a turn 3 Rosethorn Acolyte is just not tenable.
Yeah.
Like, if it lives, maybe I could just turn 4 Glorybringer, but like, that might not even be good enough.
Yeah, honestly, I think there's maybe some merit to you just taking out all the possibility storm stuff and just being a Chandra Glorybringer beatdown deck, because that is like what this deck fears, you know, is that kind of effects that get to kill a creature and bring him back and stuff, you know. Now Nissa or whatever might be a little bit of a problem, but
Yeah. I just don't think the other cards that you're putting in are better than the combo.
I agree.
If I did
your
have
sideboard
them,
would have to be kind of a little different.
have to be geared towards that kind of plan.
Yep, agreed. Okay, this sounds good though. I don't want to put a card back.
It's probably the plan that you go on against like control decks because they're just so good at stopping the combo.
Yeah,
Just pour out Rosethorn Acolyte, keep Lovestruck Beast because that one's still fine. Or that Possibility Storm and the 3 win conditions and just bring in 11 cards.
Yeah,
and be
that's
really
reasonable.
dense.
Well, I don't know what to put back here. I'm leaning on one of these two. I really want to keep all my lands here, and this on the play is a little worse, but I think it is just good enough to keep, so we're going to put this on the bottom.
And I have a nice little fair hand here.
A little fair. Okay, your turn.
I will play Heart's Desire.
Heart's Desire. It's pretty fair.
Pass the turn.
All right.
Yeah, you played a 1/1. I played a 1/1. Nice.
Plant time. Your turn. It's a little better on the play.
Attack Nissa.
All right, it's at 3.
Stomp the Elf.
Okay.
Also would have been better on the play.
That's true. That's true. All right, Max punished. Max punished.
Max punished.
Let's see. What do we want to do here? Let's go with a Walking Ballista for 1. And let's just make another plant and pass to you. Bottom of the land, got Max punished. Wish I didn't have this card in my hand.
Attack the Nissa.
I'll let it go down to 3.
I will play a Lovestruck Beast.
Okay.
Pass the turn.
Oh boy.
Oh dear.
All right, I guess we'll Thoughtseize you.
Still fair.
That is still very fair. It's unfair in the sense that that hand is probably going to crush me, but
I'm stuck on lands, and I too put a land on the bottom.
yeah. God, do I just take out your Lovestruck Beast and hope for the best? Just hope you never get there. That does not seem great, but... Yeah, let's take Lovestruck Beast.
Okay, you're at 18.
All right. And... gonna negative. And pass to you. We could use a land next turn, believe it or not.
This was an awkward draw on my part.
Keep it that way.
But I think I want to play Elvish Mystic
Okay.
and declare tax.
Ping?
Yep.
Ping.
Pretty happy getting the Ballista off the battlefield.
Yep.
I could have just played Bone Crusher, but I couldn't do both because I drew this game trail.
Sure.
I'll pass the turn.
Uh-oh. Yeah, if you get the Glorybringer, I'm just so toast, so... And we didn't draw our land. We put on the bottom, getting max punish. Make a plant. Your turn. There's land 5. Double Glorybringer time.
Go to 18.
Just unreal.
18 all.
All right.
And do I even want to exert?
Yeah, I just cannot win. This game is just
I'm
absolutely
just going to
over.
attack Nissa and not exert.
Sure.
Your creatures are so bad.
Whoa, don't say that about Jeremy. Oh my god, look at how punished I got for putting a land on the bottom. I had a choice between Thoughtseize or a land, but I had a Llanowar as well. And like, I just have a great draw if I didn't bottom that land.
Instead
I die. Yeah, I give up.
I'm just going to start trying to kill you.
You win. You successfully killed me.
I'm drawing all lands, but it just doesn't matter.
All right, Possibility Storm won, but barely with Possibility Storm.
I won one game with Possibility Storm and 2 fair games.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna take a short little 5-minute break, but next we got a spicy one here.
Yeah.
I got Is It Wizards on my side with a little bit of prowess action.
It is Wizards.
Huh?
You asked, is it Wizards?
Yeah.
It is, yes.
Wow.
It's-
What do you got up against me?
I'm going to be playing a Simic mid-range deck, which is the name that
Does that
was
hurt
given
you to say it?
by our fearless leader, Cedric Phillips.
Yeah.
It's more of a ramp deck, I would say. It's got some Urros. It's making some land drops.
Sounds like a mid-range deck to me. And if you want to see that mid-range deck, hang around for 5 minutes. We're going to take a short break, and then we'll be right back with match 2 on Versus Live. Don't go anywhere.